Alright, now I'm going to show you how to create an infinitive chart for our Latin class. If you haven't watched the participle chart video yet, you should watch that first because you have to know how to do that one before you can do some of this one. So I'm going to start with our present active infinitive. That is actually a dead giveaway. It's this word right here. It's what we called the infinitive when we were in Latin 1. We thought there was only one, but there's actually 6. So we just take this form and we move it down to the present active box. So amare. Now infinitives change by the conjugation. So are is the one for first conjugation, ere with a long mark is for second, ere for third and third IO, and ire for fourth. Because I'm doing amo, it's a first conjugation verb, so I have are as my infinitive ending. And all infinitives, no matter what tense, start with the word to in English. So the present active is just to love. Now to create the present passive form, I use the present active form, but I changed the infinitive endings a little bit. So are would become are in the passive, which would be active up here. Ere becomes eri for second conjugation. The ere, the short ere for third and third IO becomes just an I, and for fourth becomes an IRI. So because amare is first conjugation, I have amari. So I'm still using to in English, but making it passive and adding the word be, to be loved. Now the perfect active form comes from a different stem. We're going to use the purple stem here, the perfect stem, mawi. We can take the whole thing, and we just add the letters SSE. And that creates our perfect active infinitive, still with to, but to make it past tense, we make have, to have loved. And when we move on to the perfect passive, we have to use the knowledge of our participles. So if you remember from the chart we did before, the participle chart, we had amatus here as our perfect passive participle. Well, we go ahead and use that participle to help create our infinitive, but we add the word esse, the infinitive of the verb soon. And this combines still to mean to, have, but now we're making it passive, been loved. And finally, our future active infinitive follows the same pattern. So we use the participle that we had learned before, the future active participle, which is amaturus but again, we're adding esse, the infinitive of the verb soon. And the meaning here is a little bit of a mouthful, but it's to be about to love. Now I know we don't use these much in English, but they're important for Latin because particularly the indirect statement construction, which uses an infinitive in indirect statement instead of a conjugated verb. So make sure you learn these forms well, and you'll have no problem identifying and translating infinitives and also indirect statements.